Hey YouTube, what's up? This is A5 Crypto.
Hey, it's Crypto Addict here.
On this episode, we're just going to briefly talk about the upcoming drop on VEVE that's going to come up tomorrow. It's going to be, what is it?
It's the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 14.
Yes, we're going to tell you guys why we like this issue so much. But before we do so, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, and like this video and leave a comment on any kind of feedback or what you guys think about this upcoming drop, okay?
For sure. So what they have here listed, it says, next offering in the VEVE digital comic lineup continues with another iconic comic from Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man number 14. It's fully readable with 5 variant covers, including VEVE exclusive rare and ultra rare covers. So you got the VEVE exclusive rare and ultra rares, and it's going to be released in blind box format.
Yeah, I love it because the cover is made by Sean Chen, and it looks like let's look at the numbers here. 70,000 editions. You think that's a lot?
Man, okay, so the DeLoreans had a large release too, but yeah, man, this is a lot. It's a lot, but it's not a lot in the long term picture of things.
Right, in the grand scheme, like 70,000 in a world full of 77 billion folks in this world, or maybe more than that. I don't know. I'm not sure, but anyways, 70,000 globally offered. That's, I think it's still a good deal. You know why? Because this is the first appearance here. They say it, first appearance of the Green Goblin. And what do we know? What do we know about Green Goblin here?
He's green.
Exactly, green. Green means up only, baby. No, I'm joking.
It says it.
But
yeah, go ahead.
but Green Goblin is literally Spider-Man's greatest villain of all times. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, he's up there, man.
Yeah, I would say the reason why I say he's his greatest villain is because he's in like literally the very first movies, or a couple of movies that Spider-Man was released. He was always the villain in that movie, and if you think about it, we know that he killed one of Spider-Man's most beloved, which was Gwen Stacy. Is that correct?
Oh.
Yeah. He killed Spider-Man's loved Gwen Stacy, and I don't know. I think this is going to be a great issue to keep. I might grab a couple, maybe a couple flip, and then just one to hold on, just because like this is crazy. I like this. This is probably my personally favorite release in the comics, in my opinion. What about you?
So for me, I think that, well, one, if you're in for the Master Collector program, this is gonna be, I believe, one of the issues for Amazing Spider-Man, which is pretty much something you just want to go ahead and cop for commons. So commons, go ahead and cop them. It's 49,000, and I think that even a secret rare number is 1,400 versus typically, I believe the other ones are released about 600.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, but like you said, it's the Green Goblin. It's green, and another green dude's in here, the Incredible Hulk. So green's a good sign. I think it's a good comic.
Yeah.
Man, it's just a lot right now as far as editions versus the user base. So it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky to monitor this because yes, we do have a lot of new users now since the Disney drop.
Yes,
so there's gonna be more people trying to get these drops.
Like, what was the statistic that showed how much VEVE has grown in, like, I don't know. Like, last I checked, it was like 500,000 users, right? And now it's like doubled or tripled. Or
yeah.
what
So shout out to Taps. He was giving a good interview at DCon, and they did say that they're over 1 million downloads on this app, and it's the numbers are going pretty crazy from what they're hinting at, that the numbers are increasing a lot daily.
Yeah. And you know how I still, even though with those numbers, I'm just putting in this perspective. I'm just kind of thinking just out of just thinking out of my head right quick. Um, the amount of apps downloaded on even iOS is not even like a top 10 or top 5 or top 10 app downloaded on the App Store. That's when you know that we're still pretty early in this game, regardless of how much VeVe has grown in the past couple months.
I think VeVe is a popular app right now downloading. I think they recently just in the App Store passed.
Not on the iOS. I'm
iOS,
checking it. Yeah, not on. I'm on iOS. I'm checking it right now. Like any app. I'm speaking from iOS users. You know, like and when you see the app, when I click on the App Store, I don't see VeVe as a top 5 or anything. Top 5, top 10. No. Let me look. Let me see where it falls under. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't even see it, dude.
It's here.
What is it on the Google Store or the? Was it for you on Android?
Check it out. Overall, see TikTok and Disney. Let me reload this.
Oh, okay, I found it. It's number 35 on top charts for the iOS App Store
35?
For entertainment. Under the category of entertainment, so it's 35. So this is not even like overall, like most popular free apps or most downloaded. You know. But remember what we talked about in our other video, go ahead and check that out. But we talked about how come Thanksgiving, everybody, your aunts, uncles, grandma, they're going to be talking about VeVe. And I think it might be a huge influx of users after Thanksgiving because people are going to talk about it, right? And then people are going to drop mad money. Your grandma's going to drop their 401k. They're going to buy all the Elsas and then give it out to their granddaughters. I'm calling that.
VeVe's number 53 on here.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know we're still early in this game. So, so yeah, I mean, don't feel like you're kind of late to this. You're still pretty early, in my opinion.
So, what are gonna be your price predictions on these going into the market here?
Man, when I think of anything Spider-Man, anything of Spider-Man, right? It's Spider-Man is the world's probably the most favorite superhero in the world, right?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, knowing that statistic, like this is gonna be crazy. The comments, I don't like the. I mean, yes, 49,000. That's a lot. I could see this definitely maybe 2x. You know, right off the bat, 3x possibly.
Comments you have to cop, guys. If you guys are in for the Master Collector points, you got to cop these comments because
if you're gonna
points for issue numbers.
This is definitely the commons. Like, if you're a Spider-Man fanatic like I am, and you are as well, I mean, just cop it and just hold it. Just cause it's you could at least say that you own the very first Green Goblin, first appearance Green Goblin Spider-Man comic. And you could buy a couple, sure, and just flip them. But I don't think the comments are going to flip for that much, in my opinion.
I think they will because you got, like I said, for the Master Collector points, you got to include the issue numbers. If you get issue number 50, issue number 361, issue number 1, and issue number 14, that now gives you 4 issues into the series. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess for that situation, I mean, what maybe $50, 50 gems, 50 gems or more, or what do you think
for common?
Yeah,
I think with just the number alone. So typically they're going for like around 20 gems.
This
is gonna be kind of hard to gauge just because of the number, but I would say anywhere between 15 to 20 is almost like a safe range for this common. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up a little more just because it's green and you got the Green Goblin, you got the Green Hulk. I don't know. And plus, with more users into the app now, I feel like they're going to try to get anything that drops now, and this is going to be one of them.
For sure. And like this is going to be Like, I'm just gonna buy it so I can read it and just hold it, just because I like this. I like this release here for a comic. The uncommon, I don't see what they're doing here. I don't what they're just changing the color of it, or what's the difference here?
Usually with the color, I mean, the colors are usually a difference with the covers on these. Just the rarity. So
Yeah.
uncommons, you're looking at
Vintage.
pretty much
It
double
says,
what it usually is.
yeah, it says vintage variant right here. So
Yeah, that's typically what they are. Is the uncommons are usually the vintage variant. So
okay.
man, that's hard to gauge.
Honestly, I feel like the common one might be priced very closely to the uncommon, just because I don't know. I rather prefer a colored comic versus this vintage one. But I mean, you know, there's other people that prefer this as well. So I don't know.
Commons for sure in demand, just like I said, for the collector's
Yeah.
point. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be hard to gauge. I would say my price prediction for this would maybe be sitting around
Probably 30 to 40.
around 40 50-ish
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe I'm sleeping a little on Green Goblin. Maybe this is actually going to be more, but
Yeah.
I think maybe that range is kind of safe.
And for the rare, I mean, I actually like this what is this? The hero variant. 5,600.
Yeah, so these are the
Edition.
VV exclusive ones.
This one looks nice. I like the cover of this, man.
The cover looks nice, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the cover looks more. I mean, it pops a lot more. Maybe it's.
Oh yeah,
just,
look,
just the way
yeah, you have
things-
green. The way how detailed Green Goblin is. In the background, it's just like a kind of a blank slate here, and yeah, like you said, it just pops out. So I like this. I'm gonna say this one at least maybe what 60-ish, 50 to 60. Probably more, to be honest.
I would say the rare will probably sit around.
Probably 70, 80.
Yeah, maybe around the 70 range.
Yeah, 70, 80 for the 5,600 edition. Ultra rare.
There's 2,000 of them. Or sorry, let's see, there's 5,600. Yeah.
Ultra rare. I think at least maybe 150. 150 for this, to be honest. You?
I can agree with that. Maybe 150 to 200 range.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the color on this ultra rare looks. I mean, it looks pretty nice too.
And then we get into the secret rare, which. I mean, see,
Oh yeah.
Even though it's 1,400 editions, I think with the amount of users and everything, it's still gonna hold its value. It's still gonna be around the 1K range.
For the secret rare.
Yeah, it may be lower just because it's higher than the other comics. Like I could see it being close to 800-ish.
Yeah.
Just being Spider-Man and whatnot, I would say it would range between the 800 or settle around 800 to 1,000.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Around 800, 900. But you never know. I feel like prices nowadays are just going up. So I want to say
There's
maybe 1,000.
There's a lot more demand for this stuff now.
Yeah.
So it is
So I want
harder.
to say maybe 1,000 for this, to be honest, man. Especially since, like I mentioned, it's Spider-Man and it's Green Goblin's first edition comic released on VV. I'm gonna say 1,000 floor, right off the bat.
Yeah, it's just so many editions. It's hard to pinpoint it. This we haven't had this many editions for the Amazing Spider. I think Amazing Spider-Man #1 was closest. They had 60,000. So this is a lot. But like I said, there's a lot more users in apps, so I can see a lot more people buying into the comics. It's also a lot easier to find the comics now, so more eyes on the comics. That could play a factor into the price or drive the price as well.
Yep. Yeah, and to be honest, like, even if you aren't able to secure a drop or not willing to pay these Secondary prices. You may get a little discount a couple days later or so, or probably a week. But what my plan is, I'm probably gonna be sniping like the older edition, the previous release of Spider-Man. Because I'm sure those prices will drop a little bit, maybe, if people are gonna sell some of their multiple, if they have like multiple inventory or whatever from the previous Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
Just to get that Master Collection points like you mentioned. I thought that was cool.
Make sure you get those. Make sure you cop commons of 50, 361, and 1.
Yeah.
Maybe, 14.
Yeah, maybe we can put a picture in the video of the comics that we just kind of listed.
Yeah, we'll throw those out there.
Yeah, because that'll be great. Because if you're definitely all about that Master Collection,
you definitely want the points, guys.
Yeah, you definitely want the points, right? Because we could talk about the benefits in a different video. It's gonna be a longer, but yeah.
Cool.
Actually, that'd be a great video to talk about, right? No.
We'll have. Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Well, that's our pricing breakdown, guys. Let us know. Let us know how you feel. If you agree with us, disagree with us, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I'm excited about this drop, like I mentioned. So I think it's gonna be good.
Cool. All right. Well, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, fill us in. We still have that giveaway. Mr. Steve Rogers. We're still trying to give him a home. So keep on subscribing, guys. We appreciate the love.
We love it. We love it. So love to hear from you guys. And as a reminder that we're all
gonna make
it.